Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another plan with me. This is for the week of August 14th through the 20th, and I'm using the Bluey kit that is from Scribble Co. I don't believe you can actually purchase this kit anymore, but I think you can message her and ask her so that you can purchase it. It's not in the shop anymore because it was a pop culture kit, but we are using this for my niece's birthday, and then I am pulling in the Doggo 2 underlays from PLANMAS, as well as a green foil bundle, which I realized as I was pulling this foil for this plan with me for the spread, that I do not have very much green foil, so that is why I use like the lighter green, because I do not have very much green. So it's a little bit harder to see just because it is a very sheer light green, but I still like it. It probably wouldn't be my first choice again, but we chose it and I don't think it turned out bad. You just can't really see it very well, but that is a-okay. But if anyone's curious, I did skip a plan with me. If you guys are like, wait, this isn't in order, like we're missing an entire week. I am missing an entire week. I did not plan out the week of August 7th through the 13th yet, and that is because I'm waiting for some overlays to get delivered from PLANMAS. I believe they're supposed to get delivered today, so I'm waiting for those overlays, but I still wanted to get up this PLANMAS video for you guys, so that is why this spread is going up instead. And then there's a good chance that the next one will be that week for my Taylor Swift spread. It's either going to be that one or it is going to be the next one, which is a fun spoiler, it's going to be a Jurassic Park spread, but I'm going to see if I can try to get the Taylor Swift one up, because I feel like that would actually be a very interesting spread for Christmas, because it will be Christmas's video, because I only have one more after this one for PLANMAS, which is wild. Also, look at me rip up that underlay. Oh my god, I was so upset that I messed it up, but my brain trying to figure out where the underlays go, because I did alternate the colors for the underlays, and my brain trying to figure out where they were supposed to be going. I was struggling, but yes, that plan with me will be coming. The only major thing for this week was obviously I'm using the Bluey kit. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm using it because it was my niece's birthday on the Friday the 18th. So I used the Bluey kit because it does have a little bit of birthday related things to it. Like the duck has a balloon with it. I did not use the presents because I wanted to use the characters instead. I have no idea any of the characters. I have only seen Bluey once. I know that there's a Bingo and Bluey, obviously. That's all I know about these characters. I know that Mom and Dad are the two that are at the top on Wednesday and Thursday, but that is the most that I know about this entire this entire show. And I used it because of the birthday related things. I have no idea if my niece has even seen Bluey, but I needed to use it. I still it just made me happy. It was very kid-like, and I was like, I need to use this for her birthday. So that is what we did. That is why we're using this kit. And this is what makes planners so fun, is that I went from a summer spread that's going to go then to the Taylor Swift spread, which then goes to a Bluey spread, which then is going to go to a Jurassic spread for my best friend's birthday. So my August is kind of wild because I had 3 weeks in a row that I was doing things. So they're all different themed spreads, and I love planning for that specific reason, because it makes things so interesting to see the different spreads and everything that changes week by week. But yeah, these colors are so drastically different from the colors after this spread. It's kind of wild. But I do actually really like how it turned out, even though I'm not a huge Bluey person. I love the colors of the spread. I wanted to pull in more of that green, and I just unfortunately couldn't because I didn't have the foil bundle to match it, but we did our best, and I did everything that I could to try to pull in that green. But the biggest thing was my niece's birthday. She turned 4. We did go to Disney for it as well. That is kind of a semi-tradition now, is that my brother will ask me to see if I can get them into Disney, and unfortunately it is always obscenely hot on her birthday because it's obviously August, and it was in the 90s, and it was humid on that day that we went, so it was kind of rough. It was a little miserable. We were sweaty as hell. I genuinely can't remember, unfortunately, most of what happened that day. I just remember that unfortunately she was a little upset because it was so hot, because it everyone was just uncomfy. It was sweaty, gross, and everything. But that was the best part of this entire week. This was kind of coming off of a lot of anxiety and feelings that I had the week prior to this, which is kind of why it kind of sucks that I was not able to film the spread before this, because that was the week that I had a great week and then it kind of tapered down and I had a very bad week where I was feeling anxious and in my feels, and that kind of rolled over into this week, unfortunately. But we will get into that in the next Plan With Me, or the one that spread goes up. But yeah, August was kind of a very whirlwind of emotion week for me. So, or not week, month for me. So let's just get into the day by day. I know I do this really, really quick because almost every single thing I had a script for. So for Monday, I did upload and I used a filming slate from Mandy Dreams, whose shop no longer is open, and an upload script that I made for myself. I have a lot of customs that I made for myself, so apologies in advance. Actually, the upload script is in my shop. And then I did record a voiceover, I believe, probably for Friday's video, so I used a Once More with Love Munchkin, and the voiceover is from my shop in font 6. And then I did fold my clothes, so I'm assuming I did laundry the night before. And I used a icon that technically came with the kit. I got the sheet separately in like a grab bag, but I did use that. And then the fold clothes is from Carly Plans. And then we had to mark a plumber because we had a leak on the side of our house and we found out that it was like our pipes or something. There's like one pipe that is cracked. So we had to call the plumber and I used a Once More with Love Munchkin to mark that. On the second half of Monday, I was working on new releases, so I did design a little bit on this day, and I used a paper and milk tablet, and the design is a custom I made for myself. And then I did have to edit listings. I edited all of the sale foils because I still had that up on there, so I used a laptop and a listings script for that. And then I did read a little bit on this day, and I used an icon again from the kit, and the read script is from the foil bundle from Scribble Co. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday was my payday. You guys literally barely can even see that, but I used the icon and the payday script both from the foil bundle. And then I did a little bit of planning time. I was probably planning out some spreads, so I used the planner icon from the kit, and then the planning time is from the foil bundle. And then I did some more designing and used that same tablet and script. On the second half of Tuesday, I did finish Unravel Me. I was in the middle of the Shatter Me series, which obviously we skipped a couple, so this is like halfway through the series. So I used a paper and milk marrow and then the custom book scripts that I made for myself. I got gas on this day and used an icon from a shop that is no longer open, and the Get Gas is in font 1 from my shop. And then I did get In and Out on this day and used a bag from Scribble Co., and the In and Out script is from my shop in font 5. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday I started Ignite Me, which was the next one in the Shatter Me series, and I used a Once More with Love new book Munchkin. And then we did order groceries, but I used Grocery Run. We always order groceries and then go pick them up, so I never actually go to the grocery store, but I used a grocery basket from the kit, and the Grocery Run script is from the foil bundle. And then I did take a nap before work and used a Once More with Love Munchkin, and the nap is from the foil bundle as well. And then on the second half of Wednesday, I did place an Ulta order. So instead of just writing an Ulta order, I decided to use the shopping script from the foil bundle, because again, I was like, I'm just going to use as many scripts as I can if I'm able to. So I used a Ulta bag from Scribble Co. and then the script from the foil bundle. And then I was anxious on this day and used a Once More with Love, an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And the anxious script is from Kinsey's Creations, whose shop unfortunately is no longer open. And then I marked that I just had a bad day, and I used a Stress AF Munchkin and a Bad Day script that is in my shop in font 6. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday I marked that I was tired AF because I had a turnaround, so I used a Tired Munchkin and a Tired AF script in font 1 from my shop. I marked that I was anxious again, as one is. For that time, I used a Munchkin and then the same anxious script. And then I was in my feelings again, because we were just emotionally unwell. It's fine. And I used a paper and milk marrow, and the In My Feelings script is from the foil bundle. On the second half of Thursday, I did read some more, and I used a paper and milk maru and a read script that is in font 5 from my shop. And then I did work on listings. I think I finished listings on this day, and I used another Paper and Milk Maru, and then the listing script is a custom that I made for myself in font 5. And then I did mark that I got zero sleep on this day and used a munchkin for that. And the zero sleep is also a custom that I made for myself. You know, did I fill in anything? I didn't have to fill in anything all the way up until Friday. That's wild. I didn't have to fill out anything. That's how many scripts I have now for myself. Oh no, I did. I had to fill out the plumber. But that's how many scripts I have for myself, is that I just have way too many scripts that I've made, but it makes planning a lot easier. For Friday was her birthday. Like I said, I was trying to figure out the spacing on this day, and it was kind of a little bit of a mess. So that's why that label got put down a little bit earlier. But I did mark her birthday with some Scribble Prince Co. balloons, and I was trying to use this this character sticker that I have no idea what it's from. It's from some shop that I probably bought one sheet from. But it was too big and I didn't like the way it looked, so I took her off and I ended up getting a new sticker that is from Stick with the Plan Co. And then I did make a custom script for her birthday. And then I did also have new releases on this day, and I used a sticker sheet that was from the icon sheet from the kit, and the new releases is a custom that I made for myself in font 6. And I also uploaded on this day as well, so I used another filming slate, and the upload script again is from my shop. On the second half of Friday, I marked that it was a really, 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 really hot day. We had a very humid summer for some odd reason. So it was hot and it was humid. And I used a Once More with Love munchkin to mark that. And then to mark Disney with Fam, I had this sheet from Scribble Prince Co. that was, I think, a 75 plus freebie sheet, but it had a bunch of different characters on it. And two of the Bluey characters were on it, and I used the orange one. I don't know if that one's bingo. I have no idea. I'm so sorry, but I used that because I was like, okay, we need a Disney character sticker and it has to be Bluey related. So I used that to mark going to Disney. And then I did get an orange creamsicle shake that had vodka in it, and it was so good. It was so good. Like it literally just tasted like orange creamsicle, and it was frozen. It melted really quickly because it was hot, but it was so good. It was so good. I would get that again in a heartbeat. To mark that, I used a shake from Sugar Box Stickers. I've had them for a while and I don't use them very often, but it was the one that matched the best. And then I did just mark drinking all the water. Like I said, I don't fully remember what happened that day, but I didn't want to write down like all the rides we rode on and everything, just because we do go to Disney quite frequently, or at least more than the normal person. So I just kind of left it at that. But for drinking all the water, I used a Once More with Love munchkin for that. And that was her birthday. It was a pretty good birthday. We bought her a lot of things, but it was the heat was really what kind of got us all down. It really, really was rough to get through, unfortunately. Moving on to Saturday. So Saturday we did get Dunkin', as we do. So I used a coffee cup that was with the icons, and then a Dunkin' script that is in font 6 from my shop. And then I did do laundry, and, well, I didn't do laundry, actually. I washed my costume, but I used the laundry script because I figured I would use the one from the foil bundle, and then the icon is from the kit. And then I did finish Ignite Me, yeah, on this day, so I used another one of those book stacks from Scribble Prince Co., and then the custom that I made. And on the second half of Saturday, not a lot happened on Saturday. I did mark a YouTube binge and use an icon from the kit, and then the YouTube binge script is from Carly Plans. And then I marked a crazy night at work. For that, I used a Once More with Love munchkin, and the reason why it was a crazy night at work is because we were prepping for Hurricane Hillary, which was a hurricane that was hitting Southern California. It actually wasn't that bad. It was just a lot of rain, but we had to crazy prep for it the night before. I spent my entire shift just prepping for it. I didn't do anything that I was actually supposed to be doing, and it was just wild because it was a lot of just like walking around, trying to fix things, trying to make sure everything was prepped for it. So I marked that it was a crazy night. On Sunday, I did mark Hurricane Hillary, as one does. So I used like this raining Wonton a Million sticker to mark that because I figured it would match pretty well, but it didn't end up being nearly as bad as everyone thought it was going to be. It kind of was just, like I said, really hard rain, little bit of winds, but we got hit with a hurricane, so I figured I would mark it. And then I did start Restore Me, and I used a new book sticker from Once More with Love, and then the same script, and we got technically we got Starbucks on this day, but I used the coffee run script from the foil bundle because I wanted, again, to use it. And then the coffee cup is from Scribble Prints Co. On the last half of Sunday, the only thing I marked was that it was a very, very lazy day. I didn't do much on this day because I was like, I'm not feeling it. We're not feeling doing anything. So the lazy day sticker is from PLANMAS. I have no idea if their shop is still open because I bought these a very, very long time ago, and I have like, I think 6 left. I'm almost done with them. But I have a few left, and I'm trying to use them in spreads that I'm able to. And then last but not least, I marked that Bailey, my oh so lovely Siberian Husky, was chilling outside in a hurricane. She was just chilling outside in the rain, and I straight out was like, ma'am, what you doing? Why are you chilling out here while it's pouring rain? Like, she was just sitting in our backyard, just chilling, and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am. And when I tried to get her in, she just like stared me down, as Huskies do, of like, no, I'm not coming in. Why are you going to force me to come in? I don't want to go in there. So I marked that because I feel like it was very fitting for a Husky. It was very fitting for her because she will sit outside. It'll be like 40 degrees outside, and she's just chilling, sitting outside, living her best life, as she should because she's a Husky. But yeah, she was just sitting in the rain, and I was like, ma'am, what you doing? But that is actually it for this spread. That will finish out. There's a preview of the Jurassic spread that I was talking about, but that will finish out this spread. So we will zoom out and show you guys what is left in the kit. I was getting scared again because I was like, oh my god, I'm running out of labels. I used so many of the little things. I used like all of the red ones, but I was terrified that I was gonna run out of labels again. But we didn't. We survived. We Gucci. But here's everything that's left in the kit, and then I will give you guys a little bit of a wiggle. Again, you can't see that green foil very much, but I think it still turned out really pretty. I still really like it, and I love these colors, like just the bright primary colors. They're so pretty. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. We have one more PLANMAS video, guys. One more PLANMAS video on Christmas. We're almost there. But please subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys on Christmas for another video. Bye!